live on the go. Um, I'm doing a bit of a road trip at the moment. Um, One of the things I love about my job as a coach is that I get the opportunity as a coach, I get the opportunity to go and visit some amazing businesses. We talk about how we can empower their business. My car's being noisy. We talk about how we can empower their team to keep things flowing really well. Communication is a really big topic, but I love the fact that I can get out and actually see how people work, where they work, things like that. So I'm going to just turn you around for a moment. So if you suddenly join and you're like, what am I looking at? I am on a road trip and I love to share a little bit of where I am so you can get a concept of it. So here we are. This is in a place called Ballarat. And what we're looking through where those cars are and trees is a place called Sovereign Hill. So Sovereign Hill, just turn you around for a sec. Sovereign Hill is set on the gold mining. So in the early days when gold mining was the way in Australia, Sovereign Hill was one of the first places that set up for gold mining. Now, it's been a long time since I've been in Sovereign Hill and had a look around, but I love the fact that the history is kept. And given that this trip is quite a distance away from where I live, it's actually been really good to come down here and check it all out and have a look and spend time in nature on a cold winter's day. But before I got to here and this little space of Sovereign Hill and things like that, is that I was visiting with the business and we were talking about their services and as a coach how I can help them, and hearing the amazing work that people do to help people be themselves. I'm all around and all about identity. Who are you? Who am I? Like, how well do I know myself? How well do I know my strengths, my traits, everything? I'm all about that identity. And it is so important to know exactly who you are so that you can get the most out of life. And sitting here looking at some of the buildings of Sovereign Hill, it just reminds me of history and how far we've come and things like that. Like, it's incredible how much life has changed. Like back in the day when gold mining and all of that was just part of life. It's that simplistic living and things like that. When that was it, there was obviously no mobile phones. It just blows my mind how far we've come over time. Is it better? Is it worse? What is communication like now? It's just really got me sitting here looking. I'm not going in today. I'm not going to go in and look around today. I didn't wear the right shoes. But I would definitely come back another day and just go through it again. But it just reminds me that sometimes when we are readily accessible to the world, to people all the time, that's not necessarily a good thing. Like, I think that sometimes we need to not be always on our phones. We shouldn't, says the person that's doing a live right now on my phone. But no, my point is that we don't need to always be answering people straight away. We've got to know ourselves and our boundaries. And sitting and looking at this, and I just want to turn around just for a second. Just go right in here. But that just shows some of the buildings in the trees, and there's a lot of history there. Like, yeah, it's just reminded me that the more we know who we are, the more that we can be true to ourselves. And one of the ways that you can do that is, if you haven't already, take the ISOL quiz. The link is in my bio, and it's free. It's on my website. But the more you know yourself, the more you can live an empowered life, have success, and have more times of like really enjoying life and living life to the fullest in your version. That's what I love about being a coach. It's those opportunities. So, gonna leave it here. It was just a short video just to share the road trip, and even on a cold, and it is a very cold winter's day, there's a lot to be grateful for and a lot to celebrate, and I'm a pretty lucky person.